Something's weird. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm hearing sound through my computer. Did I forget to hook something up? That's on.
You'd think he would have figured this out before you got here.
I came downstairs late. I figured Troy's always late.
Uh,
I wasn't in a rush.
You should tell everybody the show starts at 7:15 and Troy 7, and then I will be on time. I had to meet with a friend of mine at breakfast this morning, and I was like 10 minutes late, and he was pissed. I didn't do it on purpose. It's just a lot going on, and
it seems like a trait of yours. You're always late.
I know I'm late. That's bad trait. That's the worst trait. Probably one of the worst traits that I have.
It is. Drive me nuts. All right. I think hopefully this is good. If not, we got the video anyway. We're recording, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm so glad I can do this on my phone. This chair kicks ass compared to that computer chair.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait. All right, we're on, but turn this off. There we go. All right. Welcome to Rat Salad Review. We were off, for a week, right? We were off last week.
Yeah.
So we are back. How was everybody this week?
Pretty good.
Okay.
You okay? All right, good. We can actually, we could see Greg a little bit better this week.
Yes,
we can. Clearer.
Yeah, he's using his phone. Can hear him a little bit better. He's a little. He's less muffled. Not muffled. I don't even know what to call it. He's usually sounds like a robot kind of.
Oh, right. It's like digitized, like a digitized voice. Yeah.
You sound a little better today.
Good.
So congratulations.
Thanks.
All right. So since we haven't seen you guys, I haven't seen Troy in 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
Anything new? Anything going on?
As far as what? Anything?
Anything. Just anything.
There's always new things going on.
Like what?
Let's see. Well, this one back here is good. Good to go. Eyes all healed. We're all good.
Good.
Oh, okay.
And as far as music stuff, been very busy between my day job and just trying to get a few things up and running for we're having a video shoot.
Yeah. Okay.
And other than that, just a lot of personal stuff. Just very busy right now. But other than that, music. I know, we'll find out exactly shortly what you guys think, but I've been listening to this record. I've listened to the Three Tremors because I finally got that in.
Yeah.
I ordered the King Diamond Blu-ray.
Okay.
Right? The latest one that just came out, and it hasn't arrived, so I canceled it and I ordered from somewhere else. I was a little upset about that.
Why would you order anywhere but Amazon?
I did order from Amazon.
And you didn't get it?
Nope.
Really?
They never sent it to me, so I canceled it and just reordered it.
I got my CD from Amazon. I got the double one.
Usually I'm fine, but you know what? When I wasn't paying attention when I actually ordered it, so it said that I was going to get it 20 days after the release date. I didn't. Really? I didn't pay attention, but then I realized, they really are doing that. I saw the little fine print and I just canceled it. But I waited. The other thing was I've still been digging that Flotsam CD.
Yep, I got mine yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Yeah, it's such a great CD. It's definitely, in my opinion, up there with No Place for Disgrace as epic, very epic. I'm sorry. I mean, I know the last one, I wasn't really blown. I mean, I liked it. It was good. But, and then definitely more so than anything that they've released previously. I mean, I was so excited with the album Ugly Noise.
Right.
I was so excited, and I was just so to get it. And then when I got it, I'll never forget, I bought it when they were performing out on the island by us at the Paramount. And I was so excited. And then I just, what is it? Like, I didn't like the music. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Especially the title track. It was just so repetitive over and over and over.
Yeah.
But that was just my opinion. They still are one of my favorite thrash bands of all time, without a doubt. Despite that, and despite a number of the other albums that they've released over the years that I'm not too fond of.
Yeah.
But this one, no doubt, it's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite thrash album.
Really?
Like last year, it's up there, and as far as their whole catalog, it's got to be a C hair under No Place for Disgrace. A C hair.
Yeah, I've stuck with them forever, no matter what their music has changed to.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I've checked them all out, but there are a couple of them that are outright awful.
I wouldn't go that far.
High is terrible.
It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I can't remember.
How many times you listened to that?
The High? Probably like twice, 3 times.
I didn't get through it once.
Really?
I don't like that one either. But it's just for me, music, it has to really grab me initially. Like, it just has to grab me and it doesn't have to be super heavy or super fast or, it's just certain elements of the music would just grab me and just say, listen to me. And for each person, it's different, of course. So, but for me, there's melody, there's, great music. And I'm just talking about music in general. I'm not even talking about just, heavy music. I'm just talking music in general. But it's, just, I agree with Greg that over the course of time, they released some subpar material.
Well, you know what it is? They got stuck in that time period where they couldn't figure out what to do. They were trying to.
A lot of bands did that.
But like every band tried to do. Yeah. But they, tried to put out something good. The album, My God, that was a really different album too. The way that sounded. Because they didn't have a lot of thrash albums like in the early 2000s. Nope. And the other funny thing is because actually Eric AK posted one of those videos from My God. I guess one of the songs that he liked off that album. And somebody asked him where could they get that album from. I'm like, why wouldn't this guy just go get it on Amazon? So I go check on Amazon, and it's like $30-something. I can't believe the prices of their albums.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to see that used for 99 cents.
Exactly.
They have 4 or 5 copies of it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe someone's buying it.
I guess maybe too the record label it was on at the time, since they're out of business. Those records are out.
Oh, so. Yeah, could be. I'd still think there has to be a lot of them out there, though.
I would think so. But it is what it is. Actually, too, since you brought up Flotsam, I read some kind of interview or something with them that they said I think they're gonna start making another album in November. They like the lineup that they have now, and they want to keep the this lineup going. So
nice.
We'll see if they can beat this album.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great.
It would be. They can stay on this
so
track.
They're doing it in November, so they'll release it next year.
Yeah. Which is kind of odd for them because they don't usually do every other year kind of thing. Usually it's 5-6 years with them.
Yeah, back in the day, you used to have some bands that released an album a year.
Yeah.
Or longest every other year.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know from my personal experience with this group now, them, that it's been 2 years apart, and it's going to be similar to 2-3 years again if there is another one. So, but it's the same, similar concept. It's 2 years is a good time period to really promote a record.
Yeah. That seems like the normal nowadays.
Yeah.
Unless you do EPs or something, then I could see maybe once a year.
Yeah. If you're doing if that, that would be great too. But you have to be a bigger band to be able to, sell the EPs.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Most the distribution channel, they don't really want to distribute EPs because, I mean, the costs are the same to make it, to physically make it, but then to distribute it, they're making less money.
Yeah.
So unless you're going to move volume, they don't want to touch it.
That's true.
I learned that the hard way. Just saying. So.
All right. Actually, I read a nice story about you, Troy.
About me?
About you. I actually tagged you with it on Facebook.
A nice story about me.
Yeah.
You did? You tagged me?
I did. It was a couple days ago.
Well, just refresh my memory. Maybe I did read it.
You might not have because you didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like my tagging you, so I don't think you saw it. But King Fowley made up a post saying, asking if you ever got screwed over by buying an album or whatever from a band, like a band's website.
Mm-hmm.
So some guy, he commented, "I bought a record and a CD from the band Cold Steel. Sent them a message about 6 weeks later about it, and the singer contacted me, which was you. He had no record of the purchase. I sent him the receipt, and he said he would look into it. Long story short, he sent me the record, CD, stickers, patches, signed posters of Cold Steel and his new band, Them. He went way over the top. A real class guy, a real class act, great guy."
Wow. That's very nice.
And I tagged you in. I said, "See, cool story, Troy."
And those are the people that hate me. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if only the people that hate me would say that, then we'd be onto something. But that's very nice to hear.
Yeah.
I would do that. I have one of my friends that said I would give the shirt off my back.
Yeah.
Until you kind of like mess with me.
Yeah.
Like if you take advantage of that, because I can be giving in ways like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are people out there that take advantage of that.
Of course. It's messed up,
Yeah.
Try to keep friends and, do the right thing for everybody. And you just get those bad seeds once in a while.
That's true. But I'm glad that he actually acknowledged the fact that I went above and beyond to make it right for him.
Exactly. Yeah.
And, I'm glad he was appreciative of it.
Yeah, you did good, Troy.
A lot of people aren't.
No.
So it was nice to hear that.
Some people would have said, "Screw you, too bad."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Kind of reminds me, I saw this story. You guys know who Doyle from the Misfits is, right?
Doyle, of course.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview that he did about meet and greets?
Yeah, whining about having to do the meet and greets.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
we got a whiner.
Yeah. I hear that he's really not too pleasant of a person. I think my friend met him at a convention one time. He said he wasn't too bad. But, he goes, the thing that sucks the most is that everybody steals music. You spend thousands and thousands of dollars, which I understand, to make a record. All of these scumbags are just stealing it. And then they want more. And then you're a dick because you're doing a meet and greet for $50 to make up for it, which you don't want to do. You think I want to meet all these fucking people? I don't. When I'm done, I just want to take a shower and go to bed.
Hey, so what did he say? He gets paid $50 to do it?
$50 to do a meet and greet.
We do it for free, and we will meet anybody. And you know what? I hate to say it, it's part of the gig. If you don't like it, then you don't play. I mean, come on.
And, hey, the Misfits at this point, they're a brand, but he wants to bitch about their new music not selling. Why not try to do something slightly different that's actually worth listening to instead of trying to still ride Danzig's coattails 40 years later? You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
I mean, I see his point. He spends God knows how much money on making the albums that he makes.
I get what he's saying, but then they'll throw that into something ridiculous like Project 1950, where
yeah, like who wants to really hear that?
Yeah, it's absurd.
I honestly wish that I could actually pay what do you say? Thousands of dollars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wish I could pay thousands of dollars to record, because my recordings cost at least $10,000. So I don't know, a few $1,000s. That's bargain basement for me. But I wouldn't do that too, because then I'm settling.
It's crazy though. This day and age, you don't, especially with his music, you don't need to be spending thousands of dollars.
That's true. That is true. You could definitely get something in the ballpark of maybe $2,000, $2,500.
Especially doing what he's doing, and actually the stuff that he does would sound better.
Yeah, because it would be more raw. It'd be more raw.
Yeah. Because that's how all the Misfits albums were, you know?
Yeah.
It's the best stuff.
They all sound like they're $2,500 to record them, so it wouldn't be far-fetched.
Nope.
Yeah.
The other big story that's going on, this has nothing to do with music, but the actor, I can't pronounce his first name, Jesse Smollett. You guys know about this?
Oh, Jussie,
yes.
What is in reference to? You got me.
He's an actor.
You got me right now.
Wow, the actor from Empire.
Oh, him. Yeah. The one that hired supposedly two people to beat him up.
Yep. So now the police pretty much confirmed that this was all made up.
Oh, wow.
So now he's So now he's a suspect.
Boy.
And then apparently he lied about some other stuff too. Like a few years ago, he got pulled over, I guess drunk driving, and he gave his brother's name. And then he went to court about that too.
Yeah. Say bye-bye.
So, yeah, they already, I guess, cut his some of the things that he does on the show. So it's not looking good for him. What a stupid thing to do. You have this career and you're making so much money on television. Everybody's seeing you, and now you just ruin it.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you say, Greg?
What a jackass.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a shame. Wish I had that money.
Yeah. Well, not even just money, but like what he did and the crime itself, it stirs up social unrest too.
Yeah.
That whole situation just makes a big problem for everybody, and to do it for ill-gotten reasons for personal gain, what an asshole.
Yep, doesn't make that good for anybody. All right, back to some music news. You can stream the whole entire Candlemass album, Door to Doom.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to listen to this. I didn't have time to listen to it today, but it is on, I believe it's on the Kerrang website. I'm trying to find out where it's from. But yeah, you can stream the whole album. And actually, I think that's coming out on Friday. I have mine pre-ordered. I have it autographed. And I can't wait to get it because it's been a while since they put out an album that was actually good,
Yeah, I'm not a real big Candlemass fan.
Really?
Yeah. Do not like Messiah's voice.
Oh, well, did you ever try out the other albums without him?
Yeah, those are the ones I like. My favorite's actually probably from the 13th Son that came out in the late 90s. But
That's
I like their first
Sabbathy
one.
type one, really.
Huh?
That's like very Sabbathy sounding, those albums.
Yeah, they are. That's why I like it, I think.
Yeah. Figured that.
Did you hear about the movie The Dirt?
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, you do it.
Oh no, I'm all excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm not a Motley Crue fan.
I was at one point.
Yeah.
Hey, what about you, Greg? You like Motley Crue ever?
I still like their first two albums a lot, and then there's some scattered songs on the rest of the 80s stuff. But
I share Greg's opinion. Same thing.
I don't really revisit it like I used to, except for the first two records.
Shout at the Devil, man. That's a classic album.
Shout at the Devil, and so is Too Fast for Love. That record is just...
It was.
Yeah,
raw.
But Shout at the Devil's perfection. That's a great album.
Without a doubt. But and then once, I think I mentioned that story to you guys when I bought that third album, right? Theater Pain. Was it Theater Pain? Theater Pain, yeah. And I was like, what the hell is this? You know, it was drastically different. I mean, you know, you go from those smelly bad boy image to like pretty face, pristine looking.
He's wearing
bubble gum
scarves and
just
Elton John's.
I couldn't get it. Songs were good. Songs were good on it.
What songs were on that album?
With Theater Pain, you know, Smoking in the Boys' Room, which is a cover. Home Sweet Home, which is a classic now.
Both of those are terrible, but you got City Boy Blues, you got City Boy Blues.
Yeah. Still doesn't compare to Shout at the Devil.
No.
You know,
the only song I liked was that Shout at the Devil.
Really? That whole album is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Cover to cover. Whole album is awesome.
I listened to not too long ago. Is the Beatles cover that they did. The Beatles song, Helter Skelter, and that was terrible.
On the album, it wasn't.
No, that's where I heard it, and it was garbage.
Really? You didn't like it? Well, okay. Well, that's okay. It's all right. You're entitled. I think the whole album was great.
Yeah, me too. I love that record.
But now you got, you know, it's what's his name is playing what's his name? Tommy Lee. Who's playing Tommy Lee? What's that guy's name? That rapper.
He's a rapper?
The guy who's portraying the role of Tommy Lee is what's his name?
I got the thing right here. Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. He's a rapper. He's Eminem style rapper, and he's pretty popular too. Yeah. Not that I listen to him. They had like this like rap off battle,
right?
Like not indirectly, but Eminem ragged him, or something like that, or he ragged Eminem, and they went back and forth a few times. It was actually entertaining, you know, to see them rag each other. But other than that,
diss tracks can be good sometimes.
He looks like Tommy Lee.
In this picture, I see. Yeah, I should have put it up, but he's Tommy Lee. Daniel Weber, I guess he was also on The Punisher. He's Vince Neil. Douglas Booth is Nikki Sixx. And Iwan Rowan, I guess he was in the Game of Thrones. He's Mick Mars.
Okay. So this is almost like a rock star.
Yeah.
Ish.
And it's on, I believe it's on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm. Netflix, and I thought select theaters, but mainly Netflix. Yeah.
And what a coincidence this comes out now, because now they recorded new songs already.
Well, they recorded, I think, 1 or 2 songs for this, as well as their comeback that they said they would never come back.
Never come back. Surprise.
Well, Vince Neil's going to have a really hard time. I thought I was heavy. You see his recent performance in Wisconsin?
Vince Neil.
Oh, my God. I feel bad for that guy.
Hate John Corabi.
He hate him. He might have. But you know what? I mean, you got to listen, they reinvented him. They did a show, I think, on VH1 or something, like one of those shows like that, like, you know, reinventing Vince Neil. I think it was that. Right. Where he undergone like cosmetic surgery, drastic weight loss, working out, a trainer, eating right. And he actually looked great at the end of it. You know, and then he fell right back into this, which is not so good or healthy, and he is really big.
Not if you're still on stage and stuff. No, it's not good at all.
No, it's very dangerous.
Especially with the voice he has. Like, how can he keep that, you know? Doing the things that he's doing.
Yeah.
I guess it's better than doing drugs, right?
Guess so, you know. He likes food. I like food too, but not that much. But you know, I tell you, and I'm no one to judge. But it's just so funny, like, you know, when you see some of these memes, you know, people post out there, they're pretty mean. You know, kickstart my heart attack or whatever, you know, stuff like that. You know, ice cream cone instead of home sweet home. You know, stuff like that. It's just really funny.
It is.
It's such a shame.
When Axl Rose came back, the ones that they did for him were hilarious. And then there was one really, really funny one. And they put a picture of him and Benny Hill side by side. And
that's awesome.
You ever see that one?
Yes, it's incredible. I love it.
Every time I look at that, I'm like...
There's one with Vince Neil called, it's him like this. It says, you know, him like putting his hand up in there singing. It says, shout at the devil's food cake. Oh, my God. Oh my God! Instead of girls, 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 carbs, carbs, carbs. At the Arby's and the Dairy Queen. And then someone changed their band name from Motley Crue to Meatloaf Crew. Come on, that's funny.
I wish I had these pictures. I put them up. Damn it.
Oh my God, it's just so funny.
That's so funny.
Devil's food cake. Oh my God.
That's pretty awesome.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
There are a lot of people that have some free time on their hands and some, ingenuity with.
Hey, I've had my fair share of doing things.
Yeah, we all do.
Still trying to get that KK cooking show going.
Oh yeah, KK's culinary concoctions coming soon to a theater near you.
That'd make a good show.
It would be.
It would.
It would.
It will be.
Yeah,
when
you have
the
to
time comes.
have Remsen as your assistant.
It would be hysterical.
It would be. So I think it was last week. Thanks for coughing right over me.
Oh, sorry.
So rude. So anyway, last week, this other podcast, he just started his first episode last week. He actually belongs to, I don't know if you guys know too much about wrestling, but there's a guy, Vince Russo, who used to write for the WWE back in like the 90s or whatever. And he's got his own podcasting now. It's called the Russo Brand, and it's part of a thing called the Realm Network. So last year, actually, right after we started our show, he started doing this show called Venom Vinyl with this guy, Mike Durban. So they did an episode. It was like a Christmas episode or whatever, and he's actually also a musician. So during the episode, he said something about him having a Christmas song that he wanted to have done, but he couldn't find a drummer. So I sent him a message like the next day and said, I play drums. Let me put the drums down for you so you can get the song done. So I did the song about like a week or so, and I sent it to him, and he actually really liked it, and he's gonna put it out, I think, at the end of this year, this Christmas. So last week on his first episode, he brought it up, and he also mentioned our show.
Oh, cool.
Very cool of him. And I just like to mention his show, the Mike Durban Show. It's on the Realm Network, on the Russo Brand. It's on the part of the Russo Brand, so it's $3.95 a month. But I pay for it. It's a lot of good shows in there. You got Mike Durban Show, Conspiracy Horseman, Raw and SmackDown reviews, and just so many things on that Russo Brand. It's one of my favorite podcasts to listen to. It's actually the only thing I listen to now. I got rid of all the other stuff that I listen to. But very cool of Mike for mentioning us, and good luck on your show. And I'll hope to hear the Christmas song soon. So that's that. Anything else you guys want to talk about, Greg? Anything?
Nope, that covered everything.
You sure?
Yeah, the dirt was really the only piece of news I had.
Yeah, there wasn't really much going on. The only other thing, and I actually talked about this on the last episode, was Pledge Music, because this thing's still going on.
Oh wow!
Have you heard about that, Troy?
Yeah.
You guys never did Pledge Music, right?
Nah.
Yeah, it sucks. I've pledged to a lot of bands. Always got my stuff until.
How about a concept like this? Offer a pre-order.
Yeah.
On the band's website or on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Offer a pre-order.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about stuff like that. But then again, it does give you a certain amount of exposure.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems that maybe bigger bands would benefit more from something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I don't know if either of you guys ever done this, but if you ever went, if you ever gone on like the GoFundMe, website.
Yeah.
No, not music related, but just generally speaking, like GoFundMe. And you just look to see all these people, I'm sick, I'm this, I'm that.
And at work, we call that the Go Fuck Me
And how many? I wonder how many statistically are found to be fake.
Yeah. Look at the ones it was a few months ago where they tried to get money for this homeless guy, and they got all the money, and then they ended up taking it and gave him nothing. So that shit sucks when people do that stuff, but you never know, you know. People
yeah, that's true. You just don't know.
People like to help, but you never know who you're helping out there.
Nope.
That's true. I had 2 campaigns canceled. Not canceled. One of them still, I guess, going through for the band Darkmoor. I have the songs. It's on the app, so that, you know, I still have that stuff. But Queensryche, I paid for, and I got the autographed booklet and all this stuff. And then I got 2 messages from them the other day saying to cancel the order because they're not getting paid at all. They're not getting any money.
That's insane.
It really sucks because now you got all these pledges. They were like well past their goal, you know, way past it, and nobody's getting anything, I guess, you know, and which sucks because Todd posted a picture of all of the cards and all the booklets that he signed and all this stuff. Like, now where's all that going? Who's going to get any? Sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I canceled the thing, and then Pledge brought me back. They said they're still trying to get things straightened out. And, you know, hopefully they get everything straightened out soon. But I don't know if anybody would trust to use them again, you know?
Right, no. Sure.
The other thing's still going. What's the other one? There's Pledge Music and... How's the other one? Crap. There's another one that's out there. But supposedly that one's still good.
I personally never went and did anything on Pledge just because I figured something like this would happen.
Yeah.
I hate being right all the time.
I really never thought about that, you know. I always figured I'd use my credit card anyway, so what's the worst that can happen? I just get the money back. Not a big deal. It is what it is. As long as I get my money back, I don't care. So I ended up pre-ordering it from Amazon. No, Century Media.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. Actually, I actually contacted them about coming on the show, and they never got back to me again. They were supposed to get back to me this month, and they haven't. So I messaged them again. Hopefully, they get back to me, and we'll see what happens.
Cool.
If not, whatever. Okay, so on to today's subject. Sacral rage. Crap, I forgot the picture. Damn it. I'm never prepared. Anyway, Sacral rage. This is your band, Troy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to let you start this because...
My Greek brothers.
Your Greek brothers.
Oh, yeah. Dimitri and the boys. Yeah, we performed with these guys twice. Once in Germany and once in Bavaria. And they're great. They're great live. This particular album has received rave reviews throughout Europe. I just figured it might be something cool to, to review on the show.
Yep, here's the album cover, Sacral Rage, Beyond Celestial Echoes. I like the album cover. It's cool. It's a cool album cover.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a concept record. It's a concept record.
It is a concept.
It sure is.
Oh, cool. I like their logo, too. The logo's pretty cool. Can't really read it.
I know.
But it's cool looking. It looks like a spaceship, which I guess goes with the theme of the band.
Yep.
And actually, one of the guys in the album cover looks like Beefcake the Mighty from Guar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool artwork. I like the artwork. So, I listened to this album a few times, and I like the music itself, and it's pretty cool. I'm not crazy about the vocals. I think the vocals kind of kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Too much of the screaming. You know, that high-pitched yell. Otherwise, he's good on the regular vocal stuff. But not too much grabbed me on this album. But I'm sorry to say. because I gave it a couple of chances, but just didn't do anything for me at all.
That's all right. What about you, Greg?
I listened to it a few times over the past 3 weeks, but I can't stand the vocals. I really cannot. I mean, I hear what he's going for, but it's a little too unrestrained for me. I mean, some of them high notes are piercing, man. Perhaps he should practice with KK in the future.
Oh, that's not nice.
No.
Listen, I'll tell you, I personally love these guys. I listened to the album numerous times. I bought it, pre-ordered it. I was very excited to get a hold of it. The vocals, I dig them. I dig them for what they are. They're definitely different than other types of bands that like are in a similar genre. So they're considered thrash. They're a thrash band. So
yeah,
and
musically they remind me a little bit of Voivod, and then I don't know if either of you have listened to Doom from Japan, but
no, I haven't listened to them. But
you probably liked them, Troy. But I love the music on it. They are a good band. It's just too much of the high notes. But anyway,
you don't like the vocals. That's okay. I mean, that's fine. I like the vocals for what they are, and there's sometimes it's funny because I thought he sounded like a little bit like King Diamond.
Yeah.
Sometimes. And who is the other one? There's another singer. I couldn't pinpoint. There's another singer. Like I was like, wow, he sounds like him too. Can't remember. I know. Watch, we'll get off the show. I remember
who it was either.
But there's another singer he sounds like, and it's not just King Diamond. That's like a little here and there, but there was one that I can't remember. But nonetheless, we played with these guys. They're great guys, great guys, and they're great live.
They're very good musicians. Definitely.
They're very good live. Yeah, and they're great musicians. They're very good musicians. Yes, I agree. And
the music's fun. I like the music.
For a thrash band, I think they're, I mean, when you think of thrash, a lot of the times you think of the vocals being a little bit more aggressive, not as, there's more, it's more melodic with his voice.
Right. Yeah.
But in the upper range, there's a lot of upper range stuff going on. But, overall, my favorite song is the second track, Eternal Solstice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really like that song. It's very operatic in the beginning. I dig it. And a few of the other songs too. I'll listen to it, going, like driving around, I'll listen to it. And I'm hoping that, when I go over there, we get to play with them again. They're always great to see and talk to and perform with, and getting to catch a little bit of their show. Because the last time I was watching their show was actually through a little window in the bathroom as I was putting makeup on. I'm actually looking, periodically while putting makeup on, I'm looking and watching their show because the stage was actually right in front of me, a distance away. But they did great. They did fantastic.
Unfortunately, I'm on my phone, so I don't have it in front of me because I don't have a physical copy of it. But track 6 was my favorite. I just can't remember what it's called.
Necropria.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one too. There's a number of good songs, but my standout track is Eternal Solstice. I really like that a lot. And I think they just, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they make a video for that? I think they made a video for that. Wait.
I think so. I know
right?
I watched a video for it on YouTube. I just can't remember what song it's for.
I think it's that one. It is, Eternal Solstice. It's their official video. And, 4 months ago it was released. 8.7 thousand views. That's not that many, but it was actually okay. I mean, it's just, stationary type of video, nothing fancy, nothing elaborate. I was right. It was that one. I remember seeing this video. Actually, I think a little bit after I got the album, before I determined that I really liked that song. So that's pretty cool. It's good stuff. So I'll give it me personally, I would give it a 2 thumbs up. I think it's worth having part of a thrash collection. If you're a thrash, if you're into thrash, maybe to be fair, I'm going to say in the whole overall scheme of things, I think without a doubt, this particular album is, objectively, because like you guys say, well, we don't really like it. But where does that fall in a whole, because we don't really we're not really rating it on a scale. No. But I would say it's definitely in an upper scale for me personally. So if you look at the whole scale, it's definitely, maybe it's not pinned to the top, but it's definitely 3/4 of the way for me.
Yeah.
As an enjoyable record that, I'll pop on once in a while. So I enjoyed it for what it was worth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, if I got it on shuffle and the song comes up, I'm not going to skip it.
Yeah, you listen. You listen at least to that song. Or track 6.
I mean, if a couple isolated songs came on, I'd probably be fine with it. It's just that the vocal style throughout the album just isn't for me. If somebody, God knocks my phone over. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, talk to the hand.
Yeah. What's the talking about?
Now that's just throw them all off.
Yeah.
I
had a point.
One other thing before I forget, we should say that because of this album, if anybody is interested in it, it was released by Cruz del Sur Music, and that's the label that it's on. You can more than likely get it directly from cruzdelsur.com. And
I think they have a Bandcamp.
They do have a Bandcamp. The Bandcamp. I mean, if you look up Sacral, if you just go to Bandcamp and type in Sacral Rage, I'm sure you'll see it.
Yep, Sacral Rage Bandcamp.
Is that it?
Yep, sacralrage.bandcamp.com.
Yep.
Yeah, now I remember what I was gonna say though, but so with high vocals and thrash like that, I prefer more like the John Conley punky style, or more like what Joey Belladonna does.
Right.
But,
melodic in that sense.
For me personally, be quiet. No. Anyway, so me personally, I give it like a solid 2.5. I'd say a C, just because I'm not into the vocals so much, but I would encourage people that are to check it out, and it does make me want to check out more of their material, because it could just be particularly how this is mixed, where they're higher up there like that.
Yeah, they do have a second album. I mean, the first album. So you can buy them both on the. I put the website right here on the screen. Sacralrage.bandcamp.com. You can buy T-shirts. Let me see what they got here. T-shirts, patches, vinyl of this album, CDs, and then the first album. And they got a lot of stuff on there. So check them out. Like I said, they're not a bad band. They got cool music. Not crazy about the vocals, but it's if you like thrash, you're gonna like the album. So definitely check it out. Check out the YouTube. There's a video on YouTube. And actually on our podcast version, I will put one of their songs. I'll probably put the song that we all kind of agree on, the first song. I'll put that on the end of the podcast, which I always forget to talk about. This show has podcasts, and now we have a radio station. It's on caster.fm.
Yep.
And then we also now have a .com. So it's ratsaladreview.com.
All right.
Yeah.
School moving up in the world.
Yeah. It's up there, but I'm working on it, so slowly but surely I'll get it done. And I'll have all the information of the bands that we review and all that kind of stuff that's on the show. Even if bands want us to do whatever for them, we'll do whatever. Any band watching this wants us to review their album, just let us know, We'll listen to it and let you know. We can come on for interviews, all that kind of stuff. So, I want this show to grow, grow, grow.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So
perhaps I shouldn't be so strong with my opinions in the future then.
well, see, I was thinking that too, but you know what? And somebody did say something that they did watch our show. Another musician did watch the show, and they actually appreciate the honest reviews. You know?
That's cool.
So, you know, I don't like to say, you know, this album sucks, which, you know, I didn't say this sucked or anything, but
well,
I don't like to say anything
no.
bad. You know, I want bands to, you know, sell their albums and, you know, get better and, you know, get fans and all that stuff. But
yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what I was getting at. You know, it doesn't suck. It's a good album. It's just not personally for me.
Right.
But,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what anything that any of us say. It's our personal opinions, where some of us would agree. Like sometimes I agree with you, Greg, and sometimes I agree with Wayne, and almost you never agree with both of us at the same time.
No.
And that's okay. You're a stickler there for being the grumpy man of the bunch. Now,
I sent you both something the other day, and he listened to it, and he mentioned something about, again, the vocals. And I listened to it today, and I'm like, wow, this album's really good. And I'm afraid what he's going to say.
Uh-oh. That's okay. You know, it's okay. You can be more critical than anybody else.
Yeah.
That's what the show's about.
Okay,
though,
yeah.
Oh no, I mean me personally, I don't really care one way or the other. I just don't want to make people not want to come on.
No,
I think that's part of the pizzazz of the show is that you have different opinions from different people and different walks of lives, and I think it's interesting.
It is.
Right, Wayne?
Right. It's it's like talking to your group of friends. You're gonna go watch a movie or a TV show.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about a TV show. One person's not gonna like it, and the other person's gonna be like, "This is my favorite show." You know?
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of like how the show is. You know, like the Walking Dead. I saw a lot of people said the last episode was terrible, and we watched it last night. I'm like, this was pretty good because it's building the story to those new characters.
You know, I was reading about that. They lost something like 1.5 million viewers,
and they will continue. They will continue to lose viewers because what's going to happen by the end of this season, Michonne is going to be off the show as well.
Yep, she's gone.
She's gone.
Yep.
And there's no way that what's his name, Daryl.
Yeah.
No reads. There's no way that he's going to carry that show. I mean, he's great, but he's not a prime. Like he's like a secondary character. I mean, close to the first, but he was never a primary character.
Yeah.
Never.
Maybe they'll move him up though.
Yeah, but if the funny thing is, the kick in the ass was he wasn't even a character in the graphic novel.
It's true.
He was never a character. I mean, his brother, never a character.
Yeah.
They weren't characters. So, but whatever. Hey, it's a TV show. I predict another year, maybe 2 max, and it'll be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look what Netflix just did recently. They canned all of the Marvel shows.
Well, you know why that is.
What was that?
You know why that is, though, right?
Is that because of Disney launching their own service?
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe that's part of it.
No, that's definitely it because they give them 2 years and then they'll be on the Disney thing.
Yeah,
that
sure.
Fucking greedy mouse.
Yep. That's why we got a rat.
The one franchise they actually, I mean, I can't say the one that they haven't ruined, but they haven't been putting out some great content recently, except for the Marvel movies. But like the Star Wars, they just botched that, and it's just, I don't know. Look at some of these live action adaptations of the classics that we remember as kids, like Aladdin. Did you see what Will Smith looks like as Genie?
No, I heard about it, but I didn't
see it.
Oh my God, it went viral. They were just bashing him, and they only saw like 2 seconds of him.
Somebody
it's gonna bomb.
Somebody did a video with the theme song redone to be about Aladdin and stuck that picture in the background.
Way! Oh my goodness. He might have just committed Harry Carey for his career.
Oh, I think it might be possible. I hope for his sake it's at least a decent movie.
Wayne, check it out. You will shake your head ruefully. You'll be like, no way.
I never saw the original Aladdin anyway, but I heard
it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good.
For what it was worth, I enjoyed it.
But I mean, you know, Disney has been making terrible live action movies forever, though. You remember the Devil, Max Devlin, where Bill Cosby plays Satan and he's trying to buy Elliot.
I remember that one. That one was garbage. But what's even more garbage is their involvement with the Star Wars franchise. They should have. Listen, I have to say, honestly, with how I feel about Lucas and what he did with the last, his last, or I should say, the prequels, right? His last involvement was with the prequels, and they were not great, but there were moments that were pretty cool. Like I thought Episode 3, a number of parts were just pretty awesome, and even my favorite part in Episode 1 was anything with Darth Maul in it.
Yes,
definitely, without a doubt. That was like that lightsaber battle at the end with Qui-Gon and Kenobi was just epic, and we never saw anything like that. That was awesome. But you know what? Okay, so give it to him. He botched. I think the cinematography was pretty damn good with this last two movies. Very good cinematography, but it's just the story. It doesn't make sense. And like I was watching a review. Who was it? That guy Ben Shapiro, who was reviewing. And this is when the movie first came out. I just have been on this Ben Shapiro kick because I just like the fact that this guy's got a pair of nuts on him to just tell it like it is, and he doesn't care who he mows down. Look him up, Ben Shapiro. Anyway, so he was reviewing Star Wars, Last Jedi, and he was just ripping into the movie. And he had some positive points to say at the end, but he made sense. Like where did they go with the story? Like the characters, like for example, Luke. Luke would never, he could have been a grumpy old man. Look at Ben Kenobi in Episode 4. He was a grumpy old man, but yet he did the right thing, I mean, and then he was complaining, like, why would Luke use a force power to project a hologram of himself onto another planet? It was like kind of like he cheated, he cheated the fans of actually being there, because he wasn't there. If he was there, that would have been pretty badass. That he took, he took care of everybody. He would be more powerful, evidently, than Darth Vader, for example. And they destroyed that whole concept that Luke was supposed to be more powerful than his father, and they destroyed that. Yes, he was powerful enough to project himself in another planet, maybe another solar system away, whatever the case may be. But the point is, they didn't like really justify the character, justify his existence. And he was just using examples like that. And it's, again, part of it is Disney, and it's part of their involvement. Look what they were doing. They were they was making announcements of all these, side stories, like first with Solo, which bombed. Again, my favorite part of the movie, Darth Maul. Darth Maul's in it. Oh, did I ruin that for you?
Yeah.
No.
Darth Maul's in it. And I was like, yes. But regardless, it was just this little cameo. But anyway.
I still haven't got to see that yet.
What was that?
I still haven't seen that yet.
I didn't see the whole part. I actually skipped to that part and watched just that part. I'll be honest. I did not watch the movie yet. I just need time, and I don't. And we all know Troy doesn't have time right now.
Neither do I.
Right. So one day I'd like to watch it. But
I'll be back. I gotta let the dog out.
Go ahead. But Disney, you got it, man. Disney, they got to make some changes. I mean, thank God they're not botching the Marvel movies. Yeah. Who knows what's gonna happen with the future of the Marvel franchise? But right now they did great. They did fantastic, and that I have no complaints with. But we'll see. We'll see what happens down the road.
the Marvel thing's tough because they just constantly reboot that series. Just, I don't know. I haven't really watched it in a long time. I haven't watched
Yeah.
It's kind of pointless.
Well, as far as episode 9, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen?
I really have no clue. I actually enjoyed the newer movie. That sound.
What, the Last Jedi?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, Rogue One. Was it Rogue One?
Rogue One. Yeah, I didn't like that first side story. What was that? Rogue One.
Rogue One, right? Solo wasn't the first side, so I said Solo was, but Rogue One was. Actually, the last handful of minutes was the best part. Yeah. The last 10 minutes of the movie where Vader just kicks butt. That was pretty awesome. But as far as Last Jedi, a lot of people, and this is what Ben Shapiro was saying in his podcast. He was stating that, here you had this super powerful being, okay, Snoke, right? Mm-hmm. And what did he had a black Jedi? Didn't he have a black Jedi? Not black Jedi, a black lightsaber. I think he had a black lightsaber. And we didn't see it. We didn't see it, but the toys indicated, like the toy line indicated, he had a black lightsaber. And so I forget the exact origins of it, but it's like he's supposed to be like the man,
exactly.
He like over everybody, he was top of the food chain.
Yeah.
And here's this girl and this whiny guy who's not really well versed. They somehow kill him just like that, without any warning. This guy dies. I say that's hogwash.
Yeah.
There's no way that they would, because they know that the fans are going to just rip them apart for that, and the fans did. If you look it up online.
Yeah, I remember. It was a big thing about that.
I say he's not dead, and I say Luke is not dead.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead.
No way.
They're definitely not. That was like a hologram or something. Has to be.
Listen, there's no way he's dead. And what would make sense is if, in the end, Kylo Ren and Rey come together and battle together, because light and dark is really, there's two sides of the Force. They come together, and that's whole.
What brings it balance? Yeah.
Maybe, but that would make sense. Like they were going to team up, and they did just for a moment, and then that was it. I say they're going to team up for most of the movie. That's what I say.
That would make it better.
That would. It would be cool. But if you got to see Luke, maybe like not be a hologram and really kick ass, and this Snoke actually didn't die. Maybe it was a clone. Because the Emperor originally he was cloned.
Right.
He was cloned. Maybe the Emperor comes back. Who knows? Yeah. But in the comics, he was cloned. He had clones, right?
Yeah.
We'll have to see what happens. I'm really looking forward to that.
Hopefully, the fans right on that one.
And then I'm done. I'm done after that. I don't care what they do after that.
It's never gonna die.
Probably not.
One thing is certain: you're not going to see the whole entire listing of the cast and crew. Not until after the movie. I mean, if you look at the list, you see like Adam Driver's still on there, Oscar Isaac, Daisy Ridley, who plays Rey, and that guy I just mentioned, Poe, and General Hux is still in there. Yeah. But, you don't, look at this. They botched it.
What?
Mark Hamill's in it. Luke Skywalker. We know Leia's in there. Yeah. She still had some, it's just archive footage.
Right.
That's what it says. But, obviously Chewbacca's in there too, and Finn, and 3PO, and R2-D2, and BB-8, and Lando. Lando's in this. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Played by Billy D. Williams.
Is it going to be him?
And it's him. He's in it.
Good.
They, he actually had a campaign trying to fight to bring, like, why you bring all these people back and not bring Lando?
Yeah, man.
Lando was in episode
Empire Strikes Back.
5 and 6. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back and Return. He was in Return as well. But what I'm very interested, I mean, now you see, like what's his name, Mark Hamill. He's coming back. I guess they could argue. Some people could argue that he's going to be a ghost at the very end with Yoda and Anakin.
They did that in the last movie, didn't they?
They did. Yeah. I'm sure they're going to do something stupid like that. But I say he's not dead. He's going to come back and he's going to fight Snoke. Come on.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Who did that? Serkis, right? Andy Serkis? Was that his name?
I'm terrible at acting.
I think so. I can't remember though.
Come on, and you know what? If they posted his name, which they didn't, but if they posted his name, that would just be a giveaway, like a dead giveaway. Yeah. Like Luke, you could say, "Oh, he's going to be, he's going to be a ghost," right? Mm-hmm. But his Snoke, Andy Serkis.
My wife keeps texting me. There's apparently no sound from you guys on YouTube.
Andy Serkis is just a phenomenal actor. He's a great character actor. He really is. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I say there's something hidden. There's going to be a surprise somewhere.
Yeah, they pissed off way too many people on that movie.
I know. Come on, they have to. Listen. They have J.J. Abrams is doing the last one, and they're going to do it right. They're gonna put some kind of closure, correctly to the whole epic saga.
Yeah. I hope so. Right. Make everybody happy.
Yeah. I think so.
I like Star Wars regardless.
I'm done after this one, though. I'm done.
Stick with it.
Yeah. I pretty much will only ever own the original trilogy. That's all I ever need.
I would actually own all 9 movies on Blu-ray. I would. Why not? I own 6 of them on Blu-ray right now. That'd be pretty badass to just whip them out and watch them from start to finish the way they're intended to be watched.
Just whip it out.
Whip it out.
There's a couple of those movies I really don't want to sit through again.
I don't know. It's interesting. I can't wait till my kid gets a little older so I can let him watch them. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I like to see what he thinks about it. I tried to let him watch the last Star Wars movie, and Chewbacca came busting through the door, and he started screaming. So that was the end of that.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But we'll see what happens when he gets a little older. Soon. All right. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
No. We need to do some more movie talk because, I see Troy, you get real excited about the movie.
I love movie talk. I post some of my news from a site called JoeBelow.com.
Yeah.
JoeBelow.com. They have really awesome coverage and reviews and very objective. They've been around for a long time. So periodically, I would like, definitely more movie stuff would be awesome.
Yeah, let's add some movie stuff. Next week. Get ready.
Cool.
We'll do some movies.
Add it to the news.
We will.
Like news and movie stuff.
Movies, and then we get the
cool. And music. Sounds good.
It'll be all good.
Metal. I'll be all metal. And then I'll bring Mr. Nasty Face out too.
I'll make an appearance.
He'll make an appearance. Mr. Nasty Face coming soon.
What's that, Greg?
You know what would make a cool TV show? That'd be metal. If, because, Adult Swim on Cartoon Network, they're always doing crazy shit. I'd love to see, like, an animated version or The Adventures of Venom with the original 3 members. The hell with Metalocalypse.
That'd be interesting.
That's funny.
You start off a Cronus. He doesn't have a forehead, and then as he gets got a forehead, big, huge forehead as the show goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Anyway, so next week is going to be a very interesting show, and we have to find a good album. I think I have one. It's an older album, but I'll talk to you guys about it later.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you want to do it or not.
Okay.
week we have a guy coming on the show, not a fan of music whatsoever. He's more of a wrestling guy. He loves movies. He loves comic book stuff like that. So he's coming on the show next week. His name is Barry. No, his name is not Barry. What the hell is his name? Ah, crap. Oh, I talk to him every day. Not every day, but once in a while. God damn. Oh, Harry. I was close. Harry Barnett. Sorry, Harry. I talk to him once in a while. He's another guy I talked to from a wrestling podcast. He used to do the all the production stuff for this guy, and then a bunch of shit went down with that. He might tell you. It's an interesting story. But yeah, he'll be on next week, so it should be interesting. He wants to build his brand back up again and start getting his own podcast going. So
cool.
On some shows. So I thought it would be interesting to invite him to review some kind of music and see if he can like it or not.
Cool. I also have an album that's a little bit older, a couple of years older, but I'll message you guys about that. I'll get on the computer once we're done here.
All right, great. You could have saved it till after I was done.
I thought you were done.
It didn't end the show yet. Actually, it didn't matter because apparently nobody could hear you guys again. So I don't know what I did. We'll get this straightened out one day. All right.
Yeah, and maybe you should just leave the whole live aspect out of it.
I'll get it. I'll get the handle of it. Actually, I got to go to my friends. I'm gonna go this weekend. Screw it. I'm tired of putting it off, and I'm gonna get the other interface. And this way, it's gonna just plainly be for this show. Because I use my recording one, and I unplug things and messed everything up. So I'm gonna get it. So anyway.
Since you said we were silent, though, it just makes me think of Billy Crystal as a mime and Spinal Tap.
What?
Troy knows what I'm talking about.
And you know what it is? It's hard to hear you.
Oh.
You're very low. You might have to get a microphone for your phone.
I hear him perfectly.
Really? I don't really hear him too well.
I hear him.
Huh.
Or I could just be blocking him out. Anyway, see you next week, everybody. Thanks for watching. And that's it for tonight. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What is that?
Be there or be square.
Is that your press pass?
What?
Backstage pass?
Nice.
Oh, boy. You can't see. It's just the
very cool. By the way, you need to get some shirts with that album cover on it.
Really? That's a great idea.
Yeah. Hurry up on that, will you?
We'll do that.
All right. Yeah, also, that Dead by Dawn cover would be cool, too. Don't forget about
Dead by Dawn! Dead by Dawn! Dead by Dawn!
I really want to hear KK do that at least once.
Oh, my God. I was going to tell you, I can't say who it's for, but I could say something about it. I was asked to do something special for people I know for their wedding, and something musical. It's in the summer, like late in the summer when they're getting married. Yeah. And we'll talk about it another time, but it's something pretty awesome if it goes down. It could very well go down, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. And if it does, it will be epic for them.
I like it.
Very interesting.
Concealed in a veil of mystery.
It won't be mystery for very long, but it will be epic in all proportions. But I'll tell you guys another time.
Okay.
When I know more.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Nighty-night.
Bye-bye.
Naya says night.
Night, Naya.
The snothead.
Night, everybody.
Good night, Naya.